Stephen, back to domestic duties this weekend. Hamilton, your thoughts on that game?
It'll be another tricky test for us. You know, we've had a tough week in terms of results. So the idea from our point of view is to try and get back to winning ways. I think getting a win is always a nice feeling. I think it creates a bit of calmness around the place. So it's a very important fixture for us, and the plan's to go and get 3 points.
Given what you said there, and we spoke before a couple of weeks ago about this period before the winter break, is it important now that you put a consistent run of results together?
Yeah, of course. You know, there's 5 games to go, and we want to try and win as many as them as we can to put ourselves in a decent place going into the winter break. We've got some difficult fixtures coming up, but I think it's important to focus on the one that's next, and that's Hamilton. And I think it's always important when you've had a little tricky spell, when emotions are running high in the dressing room and on the terraces and in the media. I think it's important that you get back to winning ways, and then I think everyone can be calm and look forward to the fixture after.
You always said while you were in Europe you wanted to be in and about at the top of the table. How do you assess that now of where you are and what you want to do?
Well, I think 8 days ago maybe we were in a fantastic place. The last 2 results in the league have been disappointing. I think our performances have been frustrating. So we're obviously 7 days after being in a fantastic place. We're not too happy where we're sitting. So I think the main thing for us is to try and get 3 points on the board, and then see where we are and assess it again. But I think when we were sitting top 7-8 days ago, I said we wouldn't get carried away, we'd remain humble, and we knew there was a lot of hard work to do. That hasn't changed. But the Hamilton fixture becomes very, very important, so it's very important the players understand that.
Just following on from what you said last night about recruitment in January. I know a couple of weeks ago when you were asked, you said you would expect to make signings but maybe not wholesale changes. Have you changed your opinion?
No, I don't think it'll be wholesale. Recruitment here always continues all the time, whether the window's open or not. Obviously we're approaching a window, and if there's an opportunity for us to bring a player in or a couple of players that'll improve us and help the current players that are here, we'll always try and make that happen. But we won't be making wholesale changes. That won't happen. We don't need to.
Wholesale may be the wrong phrase. You maybe need to bring in more than you thought you might have had to bring in.
In terms of volume, I'm not sure on that. I think it's quite clear though, moving forward in the big picture, if we're got ambitions to compete on a European level in terms of the Europa League and get out of groups, or push to challenge Celtic. Of course, it's important that we always trying to identify quality players and players that can help move us forward and take us to the next level.
Stephen, you mentioned last night that Gerrard was a little bit unsettled and hadn't travelled to be spoken to him.
I haven't had the chance just yet, so we've got an afternoon session. I've not long walked through the door, hence the uniform. I will be speaking to Ovi today, and I'll also be speaking to Liverpool today, and then we'll discuss Ovi Gerrard, and then we'll decide what's next best for the player.
Just a little bit of background about that. Is this something that's came about very recently? Has this been an ongoing thing for maybe the last couple of weeks? Can you just give us a bit of insight into it?
In terms of Ovi, how he's feeling, no, it's quite recent. I've been made aware of it, very recent, and so Liverpool. But I'm yet to have a decent conversation with Ovi on it. I only had a quick chat with him a few days ago. You know, and he didn't seem in the right frame of mind to travel to Austria, so I had to make that decision for the benefit of the group. And I'll see where Ovi is today when I chat with him.
Just to rule it out, obviously this week Lee Griffiths has stepped aside from football for personal reasons. Is this a purely football basis? This isn't anything to do with Ovi's outside of football?
Well, I'll have a chat with Ovi today, and you know, Ovi's a quiet kid. He doesn't give you much, so we're going to try and, you know, get inside Ovi and see how he's feeling and see why he's unsettled, and then we'll go from there.
What do you think your players have learnt over this European experience that they can take forward and use for the rest of the season?
Well, I think they've done the supporters and the club very proud. I think if you consider where the European adventure was 12 months ago, you go out the first qualifying round, it's a part-time team. I think if you forward that on 12 months you're going toe-to-toe with Spartak Moscow, Villarreal and Rapid Vienna, who've all got a lot of more European experience than us over the past few years. I'm very proud of the effort and the commitment the players have give, and we need to learn and grow from that experience and come back again stronger. We've all loved the journey. I know the fans have. Of course they'll be frustrated and disappointed today, but I can assure you we'll do everything we can to come back again.
And feeling that hurt at the end of it, does that show maybe how far Rangers have come?
Yeah, to be honest with you, it's quite mixed, my emotions. I'm very proud, I'm very happy with what I've seen. I think we've competed extremely well. I think at times we've looked better than teams that, you know, spend an awful lot more money than us. I've got an awful lot more experience than us. We've actually looked better at times. I think again last night for 80 minutes we performed very, very well. But we were in a situation and we put ourselves in a situation where we had to be bold and roll the dice, and unfortunately it backfired. The learning from it is, you know, can you put yourself in a better position when you come to the last game? So, you know, can we go to Spartak Moscow and get a draw rather than a defeat? When the game's in the balance at home, can we have that little bit more quality in the final third to get the win rather than come away with the point? And then that gets you through to the next stage, and that's progress, and you know that will be the aim for next year.
Is that something that comes then with experience?
Well, yes, you know, we've been together for 6 months. We're playing against teams that have been together for 2-3 years. They know each other inside out. They've had the experiences and they've had the setbacks where they've grown and moved on. Celtic, for example, they scraped through last night and they've done really well to get through. But they've been together for 2.5 years as a group. They've had setbacks in Europe and they've learned from them and moved on, and that's what happens in football. So we aim to do the same, use the setback and the frustration to grow and improve. Hopefully by the time the next journey comes around, if we can perform well domestically, we'll be a better team, a better squad, we'll be more experienced, and we'll have better players with us.
And on that recruitment then, do you think the summer is probably the more important window?
Every window is important. Every single window. Every single player that we try and add to what we've got is vital. You know, the market we're in, it's important we try and get the right people here.
And do you believe you've got the support from the board then to get what you want in the squad?
The board have been very supportive so far. You know, we made wholesale changes in the summer. But I think the facts are we haven't spent a huge amount of money. You know, a lot of them have been loans and frees, and we've managed to purchase a few of them players. In terms of the amount of money what's available, I'm not too sure. I can't really comment on that.
Stephen, just looking at you personally, from when you started this European campaign to when you finish it, how do you feel you've grown as a manager as well?
It's not about me, it's about the team, it's about the group. My job is to try and improve the group. Keep coaching them and making them learn and try and improve as a team. My personal experience is not really important.
Stephen, I'm always interested in your opinions about big games such as Liverpool, Manchester. What do you think about that one this weekend?
I think Liverpool are going as favourites. Obviously being unbeaten in the league, they're in fine form. But we all know too well that Manchester United have got a manager that is very clever and very cute and knows how to frustrate and come very organised and can produce the unexpected at Anfield. You know, he's done it at Chelsea, which I know too well, and he's done it at Manchester United a few times when Liverpool have been the favourites. So it's not as straightforward as it maybe looks on current form. I think the first goal is so important. If Liverpool can get that first goal, I think it changes the whole dynamics of the game, and I think they'll win it comfortable if the early goal comes.
How's your team, sorry, for the weekend, anything?
No fresh injury problems. We've got a couple of kicks and bumps and bruises, but I think we'll be fine.